Hello everyone, welcome to the online video lectures on project management course. Now today's topic is the third process of project human resource management, which is nothing but developing the project team. We have already seen the first two processes, that is developing the human resource management plan, and the second one is acquire the team. Okay, now this is a third process, developing the project team. Now, what you did in a previous process, you have acquired individuals in your previous process, and that process, which is acquire the project team. Now, you need to develop them so they can perform a project work effectively and collaboratively. So, in order to talk about develop the project team, let us look at a model, a team development stage model given by Tuckman. So it takes first developing the project team means it takes the teamwork to successfully complete most projects, and the goal of the team is to help people to work together effectively so that they can improve the project performance. So to develop the project team, we have to look at a model which is called as a team development model, and this model is given by the Tuckman. So in this model we talk about the 5 stages. The first stage of the team development is forming. So forming, in this stage you bring the people, you put them together, and you say that you are the guys, you are the team. Get it? So this is a forming. You bring the people together, you put them together, and then you say them that you are the guys, you are the team. Now after this process or a stage, you get into the stage of storming. Now storming means what? Here the there is a storming in people interaction. Means what? In this stage the people starts fighting with each other. Means that they don't respect each other's skills and knowledge because they are new to each other. They try to prove themselves and they think that other persons are not understanding their point of view. So that's why there is a storming in their interaction. So the team members have different points, opinions for how the team should operate. Now, once this phase is over, they get into the stage called norming. Okay, so in this stage, they start respecting each other. They understand who has what type of skills. Means what? The team member have developed a common working method. The cooperation and collaboration replace the conflict and mistrust. Here they start respecting each other. Okay, they understand what type of skills. And once this stage is over, the real desire stage comes, which is performing. So performing relationships are settled. Emphasis is on reaching the team's goal. Means what? In this stage, they do project work at best capacity. They build a project on each other's strength and generate expected outcome. Here they actually perform the work. Here they actually perform the here they actually build the project, and here they actually generate the expected outcome, performing. So after this stage we have the stage called adjourning, because the project has to close. It means breakup of the team after it successfully reaches its goals and completes the work, because here we have to close the project. So in order to bring the people at performing stage, we need to apply some tools and techniques. What could be those tools and techniques? Now we have the people, we acquire the people. Now here in this process we have to develop the project team. Means what? We have to bring the people at performing stage. So we need to apply some tools and techniques. So what could be those tools and techniques? It includes training, team building activities, and reward and recognition system. Now the first one is training. Now what is means? Developing a team means what? we have to develop them. We have to develop the resources. Means the project manager, we recommend to the project manager that people should take specific training and the courses so that they can improve the individual and they can improve the team development. So this training helps to understand each other and they can understand how to work better in teams. That's why we need to provide the training. So it is important that the timing and delivery method for the training is, it should be appropriate for specific situation and individuals. Okay, some organizations found that it is more economical, or it is more beneficial to train the current employees rather than to train the new people. So they most of the employees, most of the organization train the current employees because they found that it is very beneficial, because the current employees know much more about the organization chart and about the project. So several organizations that have successfully implemented the Six Sigma principles have taken a unique and effective approach to training. Means what? They only let the high potential employees, they only uh, allow the high potential employees to attain the Six Sigma black belt training, which is substantial investment of the time and money. Here they, as I told you, they, it is, some organizations think that it is beneficial to train the current peoples, so they allow the high potential employees to attain the Six Sigma black belt training. So what is the advantage behind that? That those high potential employees feel that they rewarded, they feel that proud, because they are being picked to take this training. They feel that very happy, they feel that rewarded, because they are picked to take this training, they become very happy. So because of this, the organization gets benefits by having such employees. So because these employees implement a high payoff projects because of the training, because they are already motivated by being rewarded. How we are rewarded them? We are allow them to attain the Six Sigma black belt training, so they may feel like rewarded. They are getting so the because of this motivation of those high potential employees, the organization gets benefits. How? The employees implement the high payoff projects because of the training. So this is a one-to-one technique. The next one is team building activities. So in this activity, you have to learn how to understand each other and work effectively as a team. Here you have to understand each other and you have to understand how to effectively work in a team. This we have to learn in this technique, team building activities. They perform some activities. Okay, so the many organizations provide some in-house team building training activities. There are two common approaches to the team building activities, which are includes physical challenges and psychological preference indicator tools. As you know that it is important to understand the individual needs, it is important to understand the individual learning style, its past training and physical limitations when you are determining the team building training options. That the first one is that the physical challenges. So some organizations go through this physical challenge activity, which helps them to develop as a team. This activity helps them to develop a team. For example, the military basic training, this can be the physical challenging activity. Okay, they may use this activity, physical challenging activity, to develop the team. For example, the military basic training, what happen in this training? When men and women who want to join the military, they first finish the basic training. Okay, for example, they have to do some physical activities like running and marching in a full military gear, going through the obstacle courses, etc. The many organizations uses a same similar approach by sending some people or by sending teams to special location, and they can work together over there. Means what? This is a one physical challenge activity. Means organization use this approach and they send a team to a special location where they work together. Okay, they have to perform some task. This is a one kind of training by using physical challenging activity. So researchers shows that the physical challenges often help teams of strangers to work together more effectively. If they are using this physical challenging activity, then this will be beneficial for the teams of strangers, the one who are very strong, the one those are very strong, so that they can work together more effectively. And there is another activity which is called the mental team building activity. Hmm? The mental team building activity in which they learn about themselves, they learn about each other, and they learn about how to work as a group most effectively. As you know, it is important for all the people to understand and value each other's differences so that they can work effectively as a team. They should know about each other, they should know about each other's differences, and then only they can work effectively as a team. So three common exercises used in this mental team building, okay, team building activity, so which includes the Myers Briggs type indicator, Wilson learning social style profile, and disc profile. In that, the first one is the Myers Briggs type indicator. Okay, what this tool says that it includes the four dimensions of psychological type in the MBTI. Okay, what is MBTI? Myers Briggs type indicator is a one tool which determine the personality preferences. Okay, the personality of people. Okay, this tool helps to determine the personality. Okay, what it says that it includes the four dimensions. Okay, the first one is extrovert or introvert. What it means, the dimension signifies that whether you draw the energy from other people or from yourself, whether you are shy or you're not. Okay, the second one is sensation and intuition. Sensation and intuition. So the sensation means what? The type of people take in facts, details, and reality and describe themselves as practical. They describe themselves as they are very practical. The second type is intuitive type. Intuitive type. The people are very imaginative. This type of people are very imaginative people, and they describe themselves as innovative and conceptual. The third one is thinking and feeling. Thinking judgment is objective and logical, and feeling judgment is subjective and personal. And fourth one is judgment perception. So this fourth dimension concerns the people's attitude towards structure. Means what? Judgment type people are task completion, and they tend to establish the deadlines and take them very seriously. These are the judgment type people. And perceiving type people refers to keep things open and flexible. They regard the deadlines more as a signal to start rather than complete a project. They never take the deadlines as seriously. These are the perceiving type people. So this is about this four dimensional psychological type indicators. The next one is social styles profile. Most organization uses the social style profile in team building activities. They describe Some people, they describe the people as the people are falling into the four approximate behavioral profiles. The people have the four type of behavioral profiles. This social style profile says that, or they describe that the people may have the four type of behavioral profiles or zones, and these behavioral profiles are based on assertiveness and responsiveness. In that, the first one is drivers. Okay, such a type of people, or the people those who have this type of behavior, are proactive and task oriented, or we can say that this type of behavior drivers. Okay, these type of peoples are proactive and task oriented. Means what? They are firmly rooted in present and they strive for action. Okay, or so the adjectives to describe such a type of behavior is this type of people are very tough, dominating, harsh, strong willed, independent, practical, and efficient. The second one, or the second behavior, the second type of behavior is expressive. So this type of people are proactive and people oriented. Means what? They are future oriented and they are use intuition to look for fresh perspective. Means what? They are very they imagine that the world they imagine at the world around us are very fresh. They are a fresh perspective. The adjectives we can use to express such a type of people are: they are manipulating, undisciplined, reacting, egoistic, enthusiastic, dramatic, and friendly. The third one is analyticals. The analyticals, such a type of people are reactive and task oriented. So they are past oriented and strong thinkers. So adjectives we can use like to describe such a type of people are: they are very critical, persistent, serious, expecting, and orderly. The amiable. Amiables are reactive and people oriented. Means what? They think in terms of present, past, or future, and this is depending on the situation. So they strongly value the relationships. So the adjectives we can use to describe such a type of people are unsure, dependent, they are very dependent, they are awkward, they are supportive, respectful, willing, and dependable. Okay, these are the four type of behaviorals that this suggests that they are falling into, the people are falling into this type of four type of behavioral profiles. So people on opposite corners, using the social styles of project stakeholders, can help the project manager to understand why certain people may have the problems working together. If you are using the social styles profile, then with the help of this social style profiles, the project manager uh, can understand why certain people may have the problems working together. Because using this profile, they can understand the behavior of people, so that it helps them to understand the people. Okay, and then they can understand the problem behind that. They can understand what is the problem that working together, why the people have the problem to working together. For example, the drivers are often very impatient working with the amiables, because the drivers are very tough, independent, and practical, and amiables are supportive, respectful, and dependable. So they are very impatient with such a type of people. The second thing is, for example, the analyticals have the difficulties to understand the expressive type peoples. So analyticals peoples are very persistent, they are very serious, they are expecting, they are very critical, they are task oriented, right? And expressives are not task oriented, they are people oriented. They are friendly, they are dramatic, they are undisciplined, they are not following the deadlines, they are manipulating. Okay, so it creates a difficulty, or they may have the problems to working with such a type of people. So we can say that the people on opposite corners may have the difficulties getting along. You can see this diagram, you can see the example of social style profiles. They are showing the 4 zones of the behavioral: driver, expressive, analytical, and amiable. Okay, so the next is disc profile. The disc profile, as similar to the social styles profile, the disc profile uses a 4-dimensional model for normal behavior. Okay, the 4 dimensions are dominance, influence, steadiness, and compliance, which provides the basis for that name, the disc. Okay, the disc profile reveals the people's behavioral tendency under certain situations. Okay, means what? For example, it reveals how you tend to behave under stress, how you tend to behave in a conflict, how you are behave while communicating with each other, while communicating in conflict, how you behave when avoiding the certain activities. So this profile reveals the people's behavior. They tells about the people's behavioral tendency under certain situation. If the people if the person under the situation like dominance, then how he or she may behave. If the people under the influence, in the steadiness, in compliance, then this profile reveals the people's behavior. Okay, so these are the certain situations. You can say that this profile, it shows the certain situations. So this figure shows that the 4 dimensions of the disc profile model. Okay, so in that, the first one is dominance. This is a situation. Okay, it is represented by red and emphasizing I. Okay, so when the people are in dominance, how they behave, they are being directive, decisive, assertive, outcome oriented, competitive, self assured, controlling, and wanting to win because they are under power. Okay, so they are in dominance, they are in stress. Okay, so they are being directive, they are assertive. The second thing is influence. If the people are impacted by influence, then this is actually represented by the yellow and emphasizing the V. So when the people are in influence, they are being optimistic, outgoing, verbal, enthusiastic, because they are influenced by something. So they are very enthusiastic. They are starving to win others. They try to win. They are starving to win and practicing leadership through assimilation. The fourth one is steadiness, represented by the green and emphasizing U. Okay, so steadiness traits include being calm, sincere, caution, conflict averse, a good listener, and wanting to maintain stability. And the fourth one is compliance. This is represented by the blue and emphasizing it. So when the people are in a compliance, then they are being data driven, concerned, working well alone. They are preferring processes and procedures, and they are not being very communicative or social. They want to be alone. They want to work alone in compliance mode or in compliance situation. So like in the social styles profile, the people in opposite quadrants such as the dominance and steadiness or influence and compliance can have the problems to understand the each other. So the project manager use their leadership and coaching skills, which helps them to all type of people, which helps them to communicate all type of people better with each other and focus on meeting the project goals. The last tool and technique is reward and recognition system. So this is another important tool for promoting the team development. This is use of the team-based reward, or the project manager can use the team-based reward and recognition system, can promote the teamwork. So if the management rewards teamwork, then the people work more effectively in teams. If the management or the project manager uses this reward system, then the people work more effectively in teams. Some organizations, for example, the organizations can offer the bonuses, trips, or other rewards to the workers, and this meets or exceeds the company or a project goals. Okay, so in project setting, the manager can recognize and reward the people who actually work overtime to meet an aggressive schedule objective, or the one who go out of their way to help the teammates. So the project manager should reward such people only. The project manager should not reward the people who work overtime just to get the extra pay, or because of their own poor work or planning. So the project manager must continually assess their team performance, and when they find the areas in which that the individuals or the entire team can improve, then it's a job of the project manager that they have to find the best way to develop their people and improve the performance of the people. So for that, the project manager should continuously assess their team's performance. Okay, and they have to find the areas that where he can improve the team or the individual, and his job is to find a best way to develop their team and to improve the performance. So in summary, we can say that a developed project team is a process which converts a group of individuals who are assigned to the project to a team which is dedicated to achieve project objectives. Thank you.